Hi Aries, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your July 1st to the 10th, 2019, that's 2019, reading for you today. Now, I ask that you guys give this video a thumbs up. Also, make sure to subscribe to my channel. This is the way you let YouTube know that you're appreciating the content that I'm putting out. And I like to start each reading with an attitude of gratitude. So I want to thank you so much for being here. Whether you are new or old to this channel, it is absolutely wonderful that you've stopped by, and I absolutely adore reading for you. So thank you so much. If you would like to book a private reading with me or donate to my channel, all that information is going to be pinned to the top of the comment box below, meaning it is going to be the very first comment in the comment box below. You will also have the links to the cards that I use there. Okay, now, Aries, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant, let's see what July 1st to the 10th, 2019 has in store for you. Aries, July 1st to the 10th, 2019. 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 Aries. Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. July 1st to the 10th, 2000. Okay, fantastic. That's where the cards fell, so that's where Spirit wants me to stop. At the center of everything, oh, I love it, we have the Two of Cups. That is healing, beautiful love coming into your life. Now, it can be that a partner is coming into your life or that you're connecting more deeply with a partner that you have, but this can also be the falling in love of the masculine and the feminine aspects of yourself. So that is really beautiful. At your heart is love. At the heart of this reading is love and balance, understanding, healing. So that is just an exquisite way to start. Of course. And now you're crowned with the Ten of Cups. This is more love coming in. This is blessings coming into the home. This is beauty, serenity. Again, the balance of the masculine and feminine aspects of yourself. There's also a need to listen to that inner child inside. You might sit there and think that that little voice inside of you, or that hurt voice of the child that you once were, is something to be ignored. No, here it's saying listen to it, because you're going to find love and balance really move you forward. All right? That's beautiful. Then we have an air sign energy, a Gemini, a Libra, and Aquarius. Now this could be a young air sign energy that's around you. All right? This could be a child. This could be somebody who's very youthful. But this is also Spirit giving you messages, to know your mind, know where it is that you are. You're holding that message in your hand. Okay? It's going to be something that you can tangibly feel. This is also saying, look where an air sign, or if an air sign appears anywhere in your chart. It doesn't just have to be your sun, your moon, or your rising. It can also be your Venus. It could be your Jupiter. It could be your Mercury. Look where it says that the air sign comes in. If the air sign doesn't come in, then that's completely fine. The message is simply that you are connecting with Spirit, and that this is a fantastic time for you to learn, to explore, to expand your mind. Then we have, that just amplifies it even more. Then we have the High Priestess right here. And the High Priestess is Caradwin. All right, this is you getting what it is that you want, but not exactly in the way that you had expected. So this is really quite beautiful. I love the High Priestess. She's one of my favorite cards. Then at your root, we have the Nine of Pentacles. This is prosperity. This is abundance. This is your harvest coming in, but this is also hard work. So know that as your harvest is coming in, as you're achieving what it is that you want, you're being told to guard your purse, which doesn't mean for everybody to guard your money, though for a lot of you it will. It does mean guard what's important to you, what you view as prosperous, what you view as having great worth in your life. Then you're having an awakening. It leads to a higher connection to the divine feminine. Now, if you don't believe in the divine feminine, that's completely fine. What it is saying here is that you're having a higher connection to your inner thoughts, your inner ideas, what it is that you truly want, and the reason why you were put on this earth. Then we have the Four of Swords. This is saying that you need to take time and rest, because you're having this awakening. You have two cards here that are talking about rest, that are talking about, kind of taking a time out. Here, this is your soul being awakened. Here, this is you going through a lot. It can be that for a bunch of you, Aries, you have been through a war, what feels like a war. It doesn't have to be something physical. It can be mental, but it has really taken the toll out of you. For others of you, there's a sense of having gone through so many disappointments, so many heartbreaks, so much pain, that you have your armor on. And this armor is keeping you from connecting with Spirit the way that Spirit really wants to connect with you. Spirit here in this line is really saying to me to tell you that they're shouting in your ear. For a lot of you, and you guys aren't hearing it. So it's going to be so important to have this healing love come forward, because this can also be you in Spirit healing. so that you hear the messages more loudly and with greater force than ever before. Now you have a Taurus energy right here. Again, look to see if Taurus appears in your chart anywhere. That could be very useful. There we go. You also have happiness coming into your home with this Taurus energy. Now, this makes perfect sense because Taurians are house bugs, all right? They really are. They love a beautiful, lovely home, and that's what I'm really seeing here. It doesn't have to be a home. It can be just that special place that you call your own. And this is, or that a special place for you. You don't have to call it your own. It can be a coffee shop. It can be wherever it is that you like to go. It can just be a library or someplace that you like to sit and be quiet, and it just feels very calm and serene to you. It can be a park. It doesn't even have to be a place within doors. Here you have that beauty coming in. This is also saying, listen to your traditions. You're also going to have a sensualness to you, all right? You're going to like the finer things in life. You're going to be drawn to the finer things. So during these 10 days, it's going to be more the quality of things instead of the quantity, all right? You have that beauty coming in. Oh, I love it. Then we have here the love coming and the Empress. I mean, this is just beautiful. You have 2 and then 3 right here, this progression. I love that. All right, these are 2 of my favorite cards, and I love that Taliesin and Caradwyn are together because she gave birth to him. So that is absolutely beautiful. So here we have a sense of you falling in love and being passionate about what it is that you truly desire. There's because you have the number 2 here, that's a creative number. You have 10 crowning things. That is a completion number. 9 coming towards a completion as your root, okay, working towards something. And that's also being seen here with the harvest. You have this prosperity, this beauty coming in, okay? This is a creativity that is guiding you, and it's at the heart of this reading, right? Here, the 7 of Wands. You're going to be fighting a bit. It's going to be as if you feel as if you have to defend this. It can be that you are so in love with the way that things are moving forward. Oh gosh, as I just mess up everything. You're so in love with the way things are moving forward, you feel like you have to fight to keep it going the way that you want it to, the way that you need it to. But here, this is actually a wasting of energy. This isn't saying roll over and play dead. This is saying do not fight battles that really will not have an outcome that matters to you one way or another. It feels like the outcome will matter, but in 5-10 years from now, you won't even remember it. Even in a few months from now, you won't even remember this battle. So this is saying choose your battles. Don't kind of, rise to every occasion, because these are just people here who are trying to get your goat. And that's really what I'm seeing here. All right, we're doing your fairy guidance right now. Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. Aries, July 1st to the 10th, 2019. Aries, July 1st to the 10th, 2019. Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. This one right here, meditation, and this one that was coming with it, friendship. Oh, I love it. So you're going to have people come into your life that are like the exact right people at the exact right time. And you have meditation, which is really kind of what the Judgment card and the 4 of Swords is saying meditate on what it is that you truly want, meditate on where it is that you truly want to be, that connection with your soul and yourself. That's your fairy guidance. And now we're doing your witchling guidance cards. Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. Aries, July 1st to 10th, 2019. Aries, July 1st to the 10th. Oh goodness, there we go. Aura, July 1st to the 10th, 2019. This one right here. Beauty. Oh, I love this. This is gorgeous. So we have aura right here. And this says, a healthy aura keeps the energy in balance and harmony. So what this says here is while you are meditating, okay, while you are connecting with yourself, and the meditating doesn't have to be you sit quietly, okay, it can be that you walk, it can just be that you unplug, okay, unplug for a little bit. No, nothing in your ears, nothing, to distract you. It's just really being at center with your thoughts. And as you are at center with your thoughts, you're going to see that the energy around you starts to balance, starts to harmonize. And that's going to be here with the aura. That's going to be what moves you forward. And you're actually going to see here, because the color that's shining through is orange, this is a healing and a cleansing of the sacral chakra, and that's where a lot of negativity is held from this life and past lives. You're actually going to find a lot of issues that come up when you are connecting with yourself. Things that you thought, okay, I'm over that, come up, ways that people are bothering you, and you think, okay, that doesn't really have any basis in my life. That's going to be from a past life. okay, a past life lesson that is coming into this life that is really making you kind of work for and understand the way that you want to move forward. So healing and cleansing your sacral chakra is going to be so very important to you. Also, harmonizing with your aura is going to be very important. Then we have beauty. When beauty is felt from within, your gorgeousness will glow. Believe that you are beautiful, but you're going to see here that as your heart shines with this love, people are going to be more attracted to you. People are going to be drawn to you. And that is actually going to be something for a lot of you Aries that is actually going to be a little bit uncomfortable, because you're seeing the truth of people. You're not seeing just that mask that they put on and they want you to see. You're seeing the truth of people. And that is going to let you either see their beauty, because this is internal beauty, this isn't external beauty, right? Or that is going to let you see that they are down and out liars. So this is very intense, and know that you will see that beauty in them, or you just won't. So know that. Then we have meditation. Meditation will bring you clarity of mind and a sense of inner peace. So make sure you take the time to connect with your inner self and your inner soul. We are so busy as human beings connecting with everybody else. Okay? Our phones connect us instantaneously. Make sure you take time to disconnect. You know, even if you need to have your phone on you, you know, put it on do not disturb, or something to that effect. Just make it so that you have time to disconnect. And you have friendship right here. This says, when individuals with common bonds cross your path, friendship is discovered. So you're going to be discovering friendship with people who are like-minded. But you're also going to be learning about the people who are like-minded, okay, who have the same goals as you do, and those people who are using you. And that's going to be kind of a tough lesson to swallow during these 10 days. At your heart of everything is the Two of Cups. Healing, beautiful love that guides you forward. A sense of harmony, a sense of connecting with yourself. Okay? This is like a sigh. But this is also like a weight is being lifted from your heart. If you're in a relationship, this is you connecting even deeper with your partner. If you're not in a relationship, you might be falling in love with someone. But I really see this as a sense of you coming into balance with you. You're going to find, Aries, a sense of understanding, like the light bulb clicks. You understand things a bit more clearly during these 10 days. Okay, you have insights that people might actually be coming to you, Aries, and being like, okay, what's going on here? Or they tell you their problems, and you can see kind of a very clear answer to things. Don't kind of run their lives for them, but share that if you have it, right? But this is balance coming. This is beauty coming, and these are blessings coming your way, okay? The angels are blessing you, and they're healing. They're healing you. There's a fragility to this. Love is fragile. Okay, human beings are also fragile. So embrace that fragility as you move forward. Then we have the 10 of Cups. The 10 of Cups is the completion. You have blessings coming into the home. And what I love the quote when I see this card. It always makes me think of this Nordic quote. It says, better to be king of a cottage than servant in a castle. Okay, so here, this is saying be happy with what you have. Even if you are striving for greater, be happy where you are right now. That is going to bring such a sense of bliss into your life. For those of you who are looking to kind of start your own business, this I see as starting a home-based business. Okay, so just know that that's a possibility out there. Blessings coming in, moving you forward, really embracing what it is that you want. Again, there can be this soulmate connection. I know I always say I don't like the word soulmate, and I don't, but I feel like it's the best way to identify what I'm saying. It's just a person who connects with you beautifully, whose soul sings to your soul. But I believe soulmates aren't just lovers, okay? They can be people who you meet, who you've known from past lives, who help you move forward in a very positive way, and sometimes in a very negative way, right? Sometimes these people, you meet them and you just think, oh my gosh, I felt a connection to you, and you took me down, you know, kind of this rabbit hole that I never wanted to go down. So be aware of that. Be aware that you might feel this connection towards people, and be cautious and really trust your insight, because you're going to be able to see the heart of them. And trust this insight. Don't sit there and say, oh no, I'm being a baby, or, you know, they couldn't be that bad. No, trust your insight. Trust your understanding. Trust your instincts, because you're going to be pretty darn spot on. Blessings coming in and blessings moving you forward. That connection with that inner child is going to be so important to you. And that inner child, here. And that's another way that you can see the Page of Swords. This can also be your inner child, right? You're learning, you're understanding, you're taking in the messages. Spirit is right there behind you. Horses in ancient Celtic times could walk between the fairy world and the earthly plane. So this is that connection, this is that force that's guiding you. You have that guidance coming in. You have messages coming to you from the spirit realm that are really going to give you insights, that are really going to help you move forward, right? Again, this is an air sign energy, a Gemini, a Libra, and Aquarius. This is a sense of knowledge. And this is a sense of you embracing that knowledge. All right. So this is absolutely gorgeous. You're taking in wisdom. You're taking in understanding. If some of you are thinking of starting your own business, this is saying study first. Kind of work out all the kinks. Don't just jump. Really look at things fully. All right. Here. Then we have the High Priestess. And again, look at if there is an air sign in your chart. Also look if there's a Taurus in your chart. See where it comes up. That's going to be where the message is really coming to you about either being grounded or studying, opening your mind, taking on new ideas. Then we have the High Priestess. The High Priestess is seeing things clearly, okay? It's the veil being lifted from your eyes. And when I say the veil being lifted from your eyes, I don't mean that all of a sudden you're going to know all the answers to everything. What I really see humanity like, and us human beings like, is that we're wrapped in a cocoon, right? And as we move towards enlightenment, the cocoon is ripped and ripped and ripped. Until for some of us, we can see clearly. For others of us, it's going to be through a veil. So every time a veil is lifted from your eyes, you're getting closer and closer to seeing things truly and absolutely. So here with the High Priestess, that's where you're moving towards. You're also getting what you want, but not in the way that you had expected. So keep your mind open. Don't sit there and say, okay, it has to be just one way, because you have the Nine of Pentacles here, which makes me see that for a lot of you, it's saying, okay, I'm really focused on this one task. The High Priestess is saying, open your mind. Open your mind. You're going to find the bounty that you want in a way that you hadn't expected. It's kind of like the saying, when the door is closed, the window is opened. Look for that window. But for some of you, it's going to be, a shovel and digging under, to get into where it is that you want to be. For others of you, it's going to be different, okay? It might not be very straightforward, but you're going to have that wisdom guiding you. You're going to have this intuition leading you to the place that you want to be. And that is absolutely beautiful. So don't sit there and say, okay, it has to be like this. And if it's not just like A, then we're done. It's over. Or A and B. No, keep your mind open, because you're going to see really spectacular things coming your way. You are. And it can be really small. I know everybody wants, I call it a firework life. One big thing after another, where the angels, not the angels, where your neighbors, there we go, can look at you and just be so blown away. Or the angels can look at you and just be blown away that you're doing such a great job. But life isn't like that. Life is slow. Life is subtle, okay? And those great big things have sometimes really intense things that follow it. So this is finding that balance, and this is moving forward in your truth. Don't just look at one way. Don't. And there's going to be, at your root, there's something that you're really focused on here. It's about prosperity. It can be about making money for a lot of you. It can be about something, an accolade, something that is very, very, very worthwhile to you. Okay? It can be that you're focusing on your children, right? And you're focusing on your kids, and you're missing the bigger picture of where it is that you need to be for you. And you're going to find that you're burnt out, or work, or whatever it is that is taking up all of your time, all of your mental energy. This is saying here, take that bird's eye view. Look at the big picture. You have love coming in. You do. You have love that balances you. You can either have love coming into your life, or you can have something that you are astoundingly passionate about leading you forward. Guard what's important to you. Work hard, because this is a card of hard work. A harvest, especially in medieval times, that was back-breaking work. Look at what it is that you want. Keep an open mind and see the prosperity coming in. We have the Judgment card. This is the angels calling to you. In the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, this is an angel blowing his trumpet, awakening people from their coffins. It's a resurrection. Here, it is a knight blowing his trumpet, awakening other knights from their slumber. These were knights that were put to sleep so that they would be able to guard Wales when the time was needed. They were the best knights. So they were put to sleep to be able to do what they were born to do. and that's to answer the call for help. And that's what you are doing here, Aries. You are answering your call for your help, for your soul. Because here you have this awakening. It rips the veil. It really does. It lets you see things more clearly. It moves you towards your greatness. And you're going to find that any negativity, any anger that is sent your way, you're going to try and fight it. You're going to think, oh no, I can see clearly. And people who can't, they're really going to get under your skin. They really are going to irk you like nobody's business. This is saying here, don't let that, because you have here all almost major arcana cards, except for this one. And this one is about fighting. These are about enlightenment and beauty. The Four of Swords. In the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, this is a coffin with swords underneath it or above it, I can't remember, okay? And in medieval times, when a knight went off to crusade or to a battle, he would have a coffin made for him. Usually when he went out to his first battle or something to that effect, he would have a coffin made for him. It would be one of those very ornate ones, usually with the picture of him up on top, or not the picture, but the sculpture of him up on top. It could be. So that's the coffin that we see in the Four of Swords in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck. In the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, what that represents is that when a knight would come home from crusade or from battle, a lot of times they would lay in their coffin and think about all the ways that they could have died, all the horrible things that had happened to them during that time of battle, and give thanks that they were not put into that coffin for their final rest. Here, it is the swords holding the sheet over the mind. There's insights and understanding that are coming towards your dreams, or coming to you from your dreams. You have the angels blessing you. You have your armor on. All right? You've been through a lot. Think of that night. Okay? You have been through your crusade. You have been through your battles. So you're in a state of stasis. You're in a state of slumber, of winter. And as that winter thaws, you are going to get to see what it is that you truly want. Okay? You're going to be getting curious. You're going to be asking questions. You're going to be guided by spirit. But there's this curiosity that leads you forward. Then you have the Hierophant. You have following your traditions. You have being drawn to the quality of life, okay, to the quality of things. It's going to be much more important to you, again, the quality over the quantity. It's going to be very important to you, the quality of time that you spend with people. Okay, if you make any purchases, you're going to find that you're drawn more to something that is longer lasting, right? That's here. But you also need to follow your traditions, the things that are right for your soul and you. So your clarifying cards. Oh, and then you have, because I'm doing this here, I get ahead of myself. Then we have the Empress. This is rising above. Okay, this is finding your beauty and your understanding. This is being cast down and then claiming your power once again. And then you have the repeat of the number 2 in this. So pay attention to the second day. In this reading, we have the 1st to the 10th, but also pay attention to things happening in twos. Pay attention also to creativity and communication and the connections that you have with people. This is highly creative time. This is a highly creative time for you. All right? Then we have the Hierophant, the Empress, and the 7 of Wands as your clarifying cards. The Hierophant represents a Taurus. This is the time frame of April 20th to May 20th. You could see something from that time frame kind of coming up. Stay true to yourself, following your traditions, following what it is that you want. Right? This is also obtaining a goal, because as I said before, Caradwyn is the mother of Taliesin. So here you have a serving boy who is supposed to be nothing, who becomes the son to one of the greatest sorceresses in all of Wales, because all these cards are based off of Welsh mythology. So what she was doing, and why I say you're going to get something that you hadn't expected, what Caradwyn was doing was she made this cauldron of all the best things, because she had a son, and her son was rather dim-witted. She didn't think much of him. She didn't think he'd amount to much. So she made this cauldron, and she made this potion, and she had this boy right here, even though he's a man. She had this boy, they give him as like 6 years old, and he was a servant. He was worth nothing, all right? And she said to him, you are going to stir this pot for 3 days. You can't sleep, you can't eat, you can't do anything but stir this pot. And he had 2 rules. 1, don't stop stirring. 2, Don't you dare taste it. So what happens at the final hour, right when everything's completed and almost done and she's coming to check on everything, a bubble bursts in the pot. The pot boils and it hits Taliesin on the thumb. He puts his thumb in his mouth. He gets the potion. And now he knows that she is livid at him. He knows that she is going to wreak revenge on him. So he hightails it out of there. Right? The 6-year-old boy running away from this grown woman who's the most powerful sorceress in all the land. He now has magic. Magic like you can't believe. And he shapeshifts. He shapeshifts into everything to get away from her, and she shapeshifts into the predator of that thing. Finally, he turns himself into a kernel of corn. He's passing by this big, huge pile of corn, and he says, oh my gosh, that's great. It's kind of like a needle in a haystack, right? Well, she transforms herself into a hen, and she knows exactly what piece of corn he turned himself into, and she eats him. And she thinks, now I have you. You can't run. You can't get away from me. And she's going to destroy him. And then she stops, and she realizes that she is pregnant with a boy who has all the power that she was going to bestow on her other son. So he will be her greatest treasure and one of her greatest accomplishments. And so she doesn't kill him. She raises him as her own because, she's pregnant now that she ate that kernel of corn, because it's Welsh mythology, and that's what happens. And then he becomes one of the greatest heroes in Celtic legend. So it's getting what it is that you want in a roundabout way. Be prepared for it, right? Then you have Rhiannon right here. Rhiannon was a fairy queen, the goddess of courses, and then she was cast down. She married a king, a mortal king, and she was cast down, and she rose up again. So that is what you're doing. You're going from being cast down, from struggling and looking at the struggle, and it's really not your fault, okay? The struggles that are going on in your life, they're not because of anything that you've done. They're because of lies. They're because of deceits. They can be karmic debts coming into play, all right? And now you are starting to embrace your own power. Now you are placing yourself back on the throne, and you are constantly going to be moving forward in that prosperity of self, in that creativity, in that abundance. 7 of Wands, you're going to feel like you have to fight. You are. You're going to feel like here, because you've been through this war, the love, the insights come in, and then you're going to be like, okay, I'm going to fight this. I'm going to fight the good fight. I'm going to arm myself. I got this. Don't fight. Don't fight, because you're going to waste your energy. Because those who mind don't matter, and those who matter don't mind. That's going to be highly important. It isn't saying that you can just unload all this drama onto a person and they're supposed to take it silently. It does mean here that a person who nitpicks you apart is not a person that you need in your life. And that's what you're fighting against here. So you are moving forward in your power, in your understanding, and in your truth. Do not waste your energy fighting other people's dramas. Because you have here a bounty that's coming. Your subconscious message, I love it. The King of Cups. This is a water sign, a Pisces, a Scorpio, a Cancer. This is just like your heart and your crown. You're embracing love. You are doing so with this kingly energy. People are going to see it. Now you have queenly energy here with the High Priestess and the Empress. So that is behind the scenes, okay? I view the queens, the Empress, the High Priestess as behind the scenes. Kings are the actors on stage. Queens, High Priestess, Empress, the directors. So here you are moving forward in your power. People are going to see the love shining through. Look to see where water sign shines through in your chart. This is, again, a Pisces, a Scorpio, a Cancer. Love, healing. Do not get involved in other people's dramas. It's going to drag you down. You're holding the Holy Grail within your hands. Whether you believe in Christianity or whether it's a mythology to you, it doesn't matter. It is a sense of love guiding you. It is a sense of harmony completing you. And it is a sense of sacrifice beyond understanding around you. So you are healing through a love that is so tremendous that it is amazing. Whether this is a divine love or a love of a person within your life, it doesn't matter. Because you are the king. You are claiming this power, and you are owning it, and you're rocking it. All right, Aries. I hope this reading has resonated with you. It's been an absolute pleasure reading for you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. Thank you for giving this video a thumbs up. Thank you for subscribing to my channel, and I'll be reading for you all really, really soon. Oh, and if you've made it all the way to the end, bravo. Thank you so much for sharing this time with me. Bye.